Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Just checking in, seeing how everyone's doing. I'm about to check out this video. It's from, sorry, it's from about 7 months ago. I made this about 7 months ago. Okay, let me check it out.
Yeah, I got funny emails here.
Funny email, go bird.
So you might hear me commenting like twice on it here.
Oh God, I think someone else might have paid for another one of those cameo videos to have someone be insulting to me or something. Oh my God, I'll look at it later. Anyway,
wait. Did we get another one?
So
it's the ghost of Detractor Dave.
There's something I want to address publicly. All right. I've been talking about it on and off as people mentioned it during my gameplay streams, but I haven't dedicated a set time to talk about it. I'd like to talk about it today just to give my formal thoughts on it out of the way. So, a lot of people have been messaging
play this game real quick,
dude. Hear about all the shit going down, the controversy around getting Kiwi farms shut down.
Oh.
All right. Very brief summary of what Kiwi Farms is. Kiwi Farms is a website always hosted somewhere where basically the rules don't apply. And here's what I mean. Basically, the people on Kiwi Farms are kind of unhinged. These are people who literally organize to stalk people on the internet and do really fucked up things to them.
It's like the dark web.
I'm one of them. But there's tons of other people who have also been harassed by these people, okay? Now, when you say harassed, what do you mean? Essentially, here's what it means. Not only do they hate watch everything I do.
Why would anybody want to harass you, Phil? I couldn't think of a fucking reason, dude.
Meaning every single stream that I do, all right, they're hate watching it. They are
hate,
shitting all over it, making nasty comments, saying everything I say and do is dishonest, and basically crapping all over me. Okay.
What do you got to say, Ghost of Detractor Dave?
You'd probably be like, well, how is that different from the people who restream you and the people who do the videos?
Come on, what are you doing? This isn't transformative.
Honestly, it wouldn't be that much different. The problem is these guys take it to the next level, and then the next level, and then the next level, and then like into outer space levels of harassment and fucked up stuff that they do. And I'm not just talking about me, but all the people who they've harassed over the years. They find people who at some point they think are like evil or something, okay, for various reasons. Evil. There's some people on there that they think abused children. There's some people who they think they just like scammed people or
yeah, but a lot of those people really did, though. Like, what? There's proof, dude. You got Cyrax. You got EDP. You got more. There's more. I know.
Or broke the law. In my case, they started off.
It's not all made up, Phil.
I was a bad content creator, and then I was a beggar, e-beggar, and that's why they don't like me. Then, yes, they were a major part of the group who literally did concerted effort.
The e-begging is a big part, that's for sure.
To create all the controversies and all of the conspiracy theories around me, including the escort bullshit that happened years ago, the mobile game bullshit, the bank leaks bullshit. They were the ones who were housing all the information about my bankruptcy proceedings 2 years ago.
That's all true,
Essentially,
Phil.
this is a place where if you go there, it's the most toxic level of shit about anyone. Some of it is factual and a lot of it is horse shit, but they mix it all together as if it's all true though. And say, oh look, it's all true. Here
What's factual? Which one? Which part is factual?
Now here's the thing.
You just said part of it's factual. Which part?
Again, I'm not against people talking shit.
Ghost of Detractor Dave, that's the nugget of truth, my friend. That's the nugget of truth. You know? He's talking about the nugget of truth. Exactly what he's talking about.
Shit about me and what I say on my streams and what I do in my content. If you want to sit here and say Phil's podcast sucks, he talks too much, he asks for too much contributions, his gameplay is terrible, his commentary is terrible, this and that. That's the public persona I'm putting out to you guys. That's not above criticism. Go ahead.
That's all.
Tear me a new asshole. This is how you don't plays. Illegally restream my content without permission. Do whatever the fuck you want. I'm not going to stop you. I never have. I never will. it's all fair game. I'm putting myself out there.
It's fair use, Phil. It's fair use.
But when it comes to personal shit
it is
going
fair
on
use,
behind
dude.
the scenes of my life,
it's not illegal.
That has absolutely positively nothing to do with the content that I'm putting out. The fact that these people went out of their way, okay, to basically
Yo, I'm mortaring them.
Put that shit into the public eye.
Mm-hmm.
But then the fact that people on there actually make shit up on a regular basis and present it as fact, and they mix it in along with the shit that's true and present it all as fact. It's the most toxic, disgusting shit you could ever see on the internet. It really is. Because I'll give you some examples.
I'm going in.
When I was going to go to Connecticut in 2019 to visit my parents, and, which I didn't tell you guys, it was a surprise, I was getting married to Kat at the same time. It was something that kind of came together. Originally, it was supposed to be a trip where I was just visiting my parents, but then it turned into, let's get married while we're there, okay? While we were planning this trip and telling you guys about it, on Kiwi Farms, in a thread, they were planning and talking about actually, like, breaking into my house.
I don't know, dude. I don't know if I buy this story, man. Breaking into the Snort fort? Who's attempting that? Who's attempting to break into the Snort fort? You think Snort Hogan's gonna, like, Mission Impossible through the fucking ceiling? I mean, maybe.
This happened. It was irrefutable fact. Later on, they changed the narrative and said, "Oh, we were just joking. It wasn't anything serious. No one ever really did that."
Phil.
Even though everyone saw it and people sent me links to it.
It was a joke.
Just so you know this is happening, you should probably alert local law enforcement, which I did, and I also alerted all my neighbors and everything and said, "You see anything, call the police immediately." Okay? It's pretty fucked up. The kind of stuff that.
Imagine being Phil's neighbor, like seeing Phil just like run over, like wildly banging on your door, like telling you to like watch out for any like suspicious like shit, any people like breaking into his house. Dude, I would hate to be Phil's neighbor, dude. There's that fucking crazy dude again, you know? Never comes out of his house. You see him like once a month.
They do over there, all right? They have involved people on their site that has absolutely nothing to do with me or my content. People who come to this channel and say, "Oh, I want to support Phil today," so they'll leave me a tip.
Who said I want to support Phil today?
Oh,
who wakes up and says that shit, dude?
Let's just find all their personal information all over the internet and post it all over the internet. What? Just because someone came to my stream and was nice, you're now gonna do that? You're gonna harass them and put their shit all over the internet. There's people that have nothing to do with me and my content that they've doxed. All right, I'm not going to go to explain the full extent because it's so fucked up that I won't, but just people who like have absolutely positively nothing to do with me. People who I have never spoken a word to in my life were doxed on Kiwi Farms under my thread. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about?
Huh?
Like, why would you do it? It's insanity.
Yeah, and a lot of detractors are also doxxed right now too, Phil. So, I mean, what the fuck do you want here?
Right?
What? What?
So, do you see what I'm saying? Like, to me, I'm putting myself out there publicly every day. I'm a public figure. I'm a content creator. Make fun of me. Make fun of everything about
me. We do.
Phil. We do. The content I make, how I look, how I act, the bad behaviors I have on my streams and
Don't
my
worry.
content.
Don't worry.
That's all fair game.
Yes.
But the moment you go from the realm of the public to the private, and you start bringing up things that have absolutely nothing to do with the content that I'm putting out, when you start delving into the realm of insane conspiracy theories, but you present them as public, all right? I've seen things on that site that you wouldn't fathom. I'll give you one example that blew my mind.
What did
Phil's
you find?
been there.
What did you find on there?
I saw, someone linked it to me.
What?
Pages upon pages of posts, supposedly chat between me and people playing mobile games. Evidence that I had insane lengthy conversations with people playing mobile games, that this was somehow evidence that I was playing a mobile game and shit. And I will 100% tell you all up front, that's complete bullshit. It's not me.
No, they got you.
I don't know who made it up and who typed out all those logs and shit. Not one of those is me.
You think they would?
I don't know if that's a real person who they got their chat log and made it look like, oh, it's Phil. It's literally not me. It's complete nonsense.
I mean,
yet they have posted shit like that, page after page after page of false information.
You think they would
stating it's real?
They would go through that much trouble.
Now here's the thing: it's
would
all
they?
based
Would they go through that much trouble?
A nugget of truth. I've admitted to you guys. Yes, over the years I've played mobile games. Yes, over the years I have dabbled in this one and that one, and I've told you guys I've played several games.
You cried about it.
But what they do is they seem to have this insane, obsessive mind.
He did cry.
People on Kiwi farms, that is, where they'll find that nugget of truth. We have to turn that nugget into a giant expose of toxic nonsense.
And
then they just pile upon it with bullshit upon bullshit upon bullshit upon bullshit. Have I played this mobile game, WWE Champions? Yes, I've publicly admitted to it in the past. I've even talked about the game in the past.
Kurt Angle knows about it.
Am I the person they say I am in the game? No, I'm not the person that they say.
And you continue to play, and you said that you were going to stop, Phil. You said this how long ago? You said you were going to stop, man. And you just recently admitted again that you still play WWE Champions while you're... You still play WWE Champions while you're watching movies with Kat, you know? You just admitted to it, man. So come on, dude. Enough with the fronts.
As in chat logs and has spent all this money. That's not me.
Down from the rafters?
But they'll never be satisfied.
Is that what he's talking about?
When you become an obsessive personality like that, you never let go. No matter what evidence is presented to you, you move the goalpost to the next level and to the next level, which is why you guys never really hear me going into any detail about the shit that these guys say and do. There's no point, because every single time you try to debunk, they just move on to the next piece of shit or the next piece of shit. Okay? So, why am I talking about this today? I've been one of the many victims of Kiwi Farms activity where, and by the way, I will say this because it should always be said, not everyone at that site was like that. There were people who were very happy to just make fun of me on a daily basis. There was a running thread that was just about my streams. Fair enough. That thread should exist, and there should be the right for that thread to exist, because that's what the content that I'm putting out publicly on the internet to be criticized. If you want to crap on the stream, you want to crap on you know what I'm saying? Crap on it. That's fine.
Damn.
But the fact that they go out of their way to then make shit up and present it as fact. Now, here's what happens. When they do that, gullible people latch onto that and believe it. Now there's people out there that maybe are unhinged that hate my guts because they believe all the negative shit about me that's not true.
I'm
In
unhinged.
addition, there's people on YouTube who literally get their living doing this shit. So they go to Kiwi Farms, they see, oh, here's the latest conspiracy these nut jobs made up. I'll take it as fact and make videos about it. So now there's morons on YouTube putting out defamatory shit about me that's literally untrue, but I have no real recourse against it. What do I do about that? It's all bullshit. But how do you argue it? Like,
I'm gonna tell you a secret here, Phil. This is how you deal with it. You don't respond, Phil. You don't respond to it. You don't acknowledge it. You don't talk about it. You don't mention it at all, ever. Ever. That's the only way to deal with it. But you just can't help yourself. You just can't do it, buddy.
Like I said, if you argue it and you show one thing that's untrue, they move on to 20 others. I would literally be here all day, every day, defending myself from the nonsense they've made up over the years. So I let it go.
I only have 2 balls. Right? I dropped all my ammo, dude.
And the funny part about all this is, if anything, people who are outside of that bubble, that insane Kiwi Farms, conspiracy theory, toxicity bubble of YouTube and there, they look at that from the outside and they say, what the fuck is wrong with people on the internet? They don't look at it and say, oh, wow, darksydephil, what a horrible person. They look at it and they say, what is wrong with people Take a look at people who've analyzed the situation objectively over the years. Like, what's his name? Nick Rikita or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's the online YouTube lawyer. He looked at the whole situation of my bankruptcy and looked how someone actually called into the fucking hearing trying to impersonate one of my creditors. A federal crime.
Classic,
you do that,
dude.
That is completely wrong and illegal to do.
A classic Chad move,
crime
dude.
Publicly, right? And he looks at that and he's like, "That's insane. I've never seen anything like that." And other people out from the outside look at that and say, "Are you? This is insanity." That's how these people. Oh, that's fine. That's normal. That's okay to do. That's normal shit for them. That's okay.
That's okay. But
again,
that's normal,
it's not
Phil.
like everyone on that site
acted
like
normal.
that. But it was the bad apples that just made it worse and worse for them. So what ended up happening was guys like me. Listen, I've been
guys
here,
like me.
I've been doing this shit for how long? 14 years I've been a content creator, right? 11 years I've done it for a living. I've seen highs and lows. I've heard every possible thing. Let me be honest. The shit that came off of Kiwi Farms is some of the worst. Some of the worst nonsensical, defamatory conspiracy theories about me have come directly as a result of that site. And some of the really fucked up things that have happened to people around DSP Gaming and its community has been a direct result of shit that's happened on that site that never should have happened. People should not be being doxxed around me who I've never spoken to before. That's insanity. Okay? What ended up happening was, not everyone has thick skin like me.
Where?
Right? And not everyone has an online public persona they make a living from. All right? There's people who have been harassed by people on Kiwi Farms where their lives are ruined. There's been people who their lives have been ruined so badly by the people on Kiwi Farms harassing them, they committed suicide. And this didn't happen just once. It happened a couple of times.
That's not cool, man.
And after this started finally stacking up, people started looking into it. Law enforcement started looking into it, and there started to be online movements against them. Some of the people who were being harassed organized and said, we have an anti-Kiwi Farms movement that we want to shut these guys down. So what ended up happening was they started contacting all the companies involved with Kiwi Farms. One was called Cloudflare. This was their security company that prevented them from being DDoS attacked or DDoS attacked.
And what happened, dude? They came right back, dude. They came right back. So what, Phil? What's the point?
Among other things. They also started contacting, I guess, their web hosting company, who was some Russian company. And apparently, from what I'm to understand, the guy who owns the site has gotten into hot water so many times, he spent tens of thousands of dollars over a course of several years moving the site from place to place to place to place as they keep getting kicked off of each and every site. Now, maybe I'm crazy, but even if you're the biggest supporter of free speech on the internet, perhaps if the entirety of the world, except for a very organized group of nut jobs on your site, seems to think your site is fucked up, maybe you should do something about it instead of just going, me, I don't hear you. Because that's literally what this guy did. He acted like, oh, free speech on the internet, that's all I care about. So I'm just going to keep saying this is, standing on his soapbox. No.
Well, that's how some people are, man. But you know what? It sounds kind of familiar. It sounds like somebody I know. Somebody standing on their soapbox with their fingers in their ears screaming, no, I can't hear you. That sounds just like you, Phil. It actually is exactly you. You're describing yourself yet again, projecting, yet again, projecting.
This site should be allowed to be existing no matter where or no matter. Even though there's blatant lies and defamation and all kinds of destructive information on that site that is hurting people concretely in the real world, this guy thinks it's fine. So he keeps defending himself and moving all over the internet. All right? Eventually what ended up happening was, I guess this week, the whole internet had enough, and Cloudflare dropped them, and the Russian website that hosted them dropped them.
Was
so
like,
essentially they
were like, nah, we're done with Kiwi Farms.
They may still exist, but what's going to end up happening is they're going to end up having to jump all around the internet from place to place to place to place to exist. And from what people are saying, I wouldn't know because I don't peruse the site, nor do I really understand how it works to full extent. I only go there.
Complete bullshit. He literally just said like 4 minutes ago that you wouldn't believe the toxic, vile shit that I've seen on Kiwi farms. Now, in this sentence, he says, I don't peruse the site. So, which is it? You don't peruse it, or you've seen the shit on it? Like, I don't understand. Clearly, you perused it, right?
When people link me to fucked up stuff about myself, essentially, I guess from what I'm to understand is they'll never really have the power that they had. When they were always there, always accessible at the same spot, that's a power, because I always know if I want to see defamatory, fucked up stuff about people on the internet, I could go to Kiwi Farms. If I want to participate in the toxic conspiracy, I go to Kiwi Farms. And yeah, I hate to say it, some people probably say if I want to maliciously try to hurt and attack.
Wait, you do? Wait, you do, or someone else does?
Attack people and get away with it, I go to Kiwi Farms. And again, that's not everyone. There are people on there who are validly criticizing things, and they get lost in the shuffle from the people who are scumbags.
This is a long fucking rant, dude.
So apparently they're going like, as of now.
This was like a 30-minute rant. Saying, so it's gonna be. This is gonna be longer than 30 minutes. Damn.
What's gonna happen is they are gonna try to pop up other places, but again, since you never know when they're gonna appear, essentially what they're gonna have to do is go into other communities. And the thing is, what you gotta understand is that it's not over. It's not. These people who do that destructive kind of shit, likely are gonna try to keep doing it. It's just that they may not publicly declare it anymore, or have a place where they publicly talk about it.
I don't know, dude.
They can easily, retreat to the dark recesses of the internet. You know what I'm saying? They could do all kinds of fucked up stuff. And for me, it's like, listen.
I love when Phil just breaks out into a novel, like. And they retreated to the dark recesses of the internet. Like, okay, Phil. Very descriptive.
If anything,
listen,
all right? Maybe
guys.
Some of the insane nonsense will end. The conspiracy shit that they come up with is ludicrous, Like I said, every once in a while...
Spoiler alert, it doesn't end.
There's a nugget of truth that comes out. And
the nugget of truth,
wrong
dude.
Or whatever.
Well, what's the truth,
That would be the place where they then add on 10 layers of bullshit on top of the nugget of truth, and people would have to see the 10 layers of bullshit before they got to the nugget underneath, right? Do I play mobile games? Yes, I've admitted to you I do. Have I spent money on mobile games in the past? Yes, I have. Do I spend insane amounts of money on mobile games in the present day?
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
We saw the
WWE Champions. We saw it, Phil.
With people playing mobile games.
We saw it.
Did I have this app and that app? Did I do this and do that? Was there bank leaks and
we
this
continue
and that?
to see it,
no,
bro.
Kurt
none
Angle
of that happened.
saw
but
the bank
that's
leaks.
The insane levels of bullshit they purposely created and put on top of the nugget. So all you saw was the levels of bullshit. That's dangerous because people are gullible and people believe that shit. And then what happens? Lazy YouTubers latch onto that shit and make videos about it, and now everyone on YouTube believes that's true as well.
Listen,
I'm not lazy, Phil. I'm not lazy, Phil. Come on.
I don't want to say good riddance.
Jasper showed me.
Because I do feel like every time that you say something like that, it's like, number one,
Jasper showed me your phone.
Not everyone on that site was bad. In reality, do I even believe that the guy who owns the site is an evil guy?
Oh,
no,
that guy got owned.
I think he's very, very ignorant. I think that when you have this crazy, almost like a do-gooder mentality, free speech no matter what, right? Okay, fair enough.
Right.
But
fuck yeah.
There's a reason why we have laws in place, and
free
there's a reason
speech,
why we have law enforcement for the betterment of society, so that people who take advantage of our freedoms don't take them too far at the expense of others. For example,
here we go with the
do I believe that anyone should have the right
airdrop
to
walk
down the street, dressed however they want to be dressed, acting however they want to act, saying whatever they want to say?
As long as they're not bothering you.
To some extent.
Absolutely.
What do you mean, to some extent?
Do I believe that someone should have the right to walk down the street with 2 active chainsaws, spinning around, chopping people's limbs off? No. Why?
That's
murder.
Because
now you've taken that freedom.
That's murder.
And taken it to the realm of the extreme.
It's not a freedom. That's murder.
You want to be free to
what
do whatever you want.
About?
Wait, hold up.
Everyone around you.
Dude,
free speech, no matter what. Take advantage
I
of
couldn't
our
hear.
freedom.
I got to hear
Don't
this
take them
again.
too
Hold
far
on.
at the expense of others. For example.
Here we go with the
Do I believe that anyone should have the right to walk down the street, dressed however they want to be dressed, acting however they want to act, saying whatever they want to say.
Yes.
Yeah,
I gotta hear this.
To some extent.
Absolutely.
What do you mean, to some extent?
Do I believe that someone should have the right to walk down the street with 2 active chainsaws, spinning around, chopping people's limbs off? No. Why?
That's
because
murder,
now you've
Phil.
taken that freedom.
That's murder.
And taken it to the realm of the extreme.
That's not a freedom. That's murder.
If you want to be free to
What
do
are you
whatever you
talking
want,
about?
you hurt everyone around you.
Yo,
That's when the law has to step in and regulate. That's why we have laws in place.
Do you guys hear this shit?
Kiwi Farms was a place
What the
that
fuck?
literally tried.
Yo, that is murder, dude. Like, that's not a freedom that you should have. That's not a freedom that's not the freedom that we're talking about, Phil. Nobody wants to walk down the street with a chainsaw murdering people. Like, that's not a good analogy, Phil. It's not at all. I think you can understand that, right? Or maybe you can't because you're the one that just said that shit. Like, what the fuck?
Tried to sidestep that. Oh, no limits. Unlimited free speech.
No limits?
That's
That's
how
not what
life
people...
works.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, it's just not. You can't have unlimited anything. If you have unlimited anything, that's...
Okay, right now, Phil is equating people on the internet joking around. He's equating, like, some people joking around on the internet to, like, somebody walking down the street with a fucking chainsaw cutting people in half. Like, he's saying that those are the same thing. That's what he's... Dude. You're actually unhinged, dude. You're fucking unhinged. This is just 7 months ago, dude. This is only 7 months ago.
when things go wrong. Because if we had people on this planet who were fully moral people who had a moral
chicken
compass,
dinner, baby.
I know right from wrong. I don't want to hurt anyone around me. We can all have unlimited whatever, because guess what? We don't go
Unlimited
to the realm
power.
of hurting others into the extreme. Then it would work. Sorry, people are flawed and fallible individuals. No one on this planet is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes, and everyone would, if they were given unlimited power, would probably fuck up and do horrible things to people around them.
No.
Plus, it's not like, and these people aren't joking about fucking murdering people or Phil. They're joking about breaking into the Snort fort, right? So that's what he's equating it to. He's like, you know, if you joke about breaking into the Snort fort, it's the same as walking down the street, chopping people in half with a chainsaw. Like, what? What are you saying, dude? Come on.
We've seen that
be
on Kiwi Farms. So, no, the unlimited power rule for free speech doesn't work.
Unlimited power.
It just doesn't work. Sorry.
Unlimited
It's a
power.
bad idea. So whoever the owner is of Kiwi Farms, you should probably be looking at yourself in the mirror right now and be like, okay, well, maybe this idea would have worked if I had a little bit of responsibility for the crap that was on my site. And the moment that I started seeing things unrelated to the people even being discussed, and I...
Yeah, but that's not how complete free speech works. Like, the dude was trying to have a platform, or continues to have one, where you can just say and post whatever you want. I mean, take it for what it is.
Stepped in and stopped it, then, you know, okay, you want to criticize someone for being a bad person on the internet, do it. But the moment that you're now exposing family members, people in the periphery, talking about their personal shit like their jobs and their livelihoods and trying to ruin that for them, trying a systematic online harassment, the threat of coming to someone's house and breaking in, this is the kind of shit that needs to be shut down on your site. You understand? You can't just have it be unlimited power to everyone there.
Unlimited
what do you think's
power.
going to happen? Eventually, people are going to be that as the go-to destination to hurt people on the internet, and that's what Kiwi Farms became over time.
Dude, he's been ranting for 20 minutes, literally.
So, I don't care about other people's feelings when it
And we
comes
still
to,
have another
I should
8
just
minutes
have
to
unlimited
go.
power to do whatever I want.
Unlimited
I don't have
power.
unlimited power to do whatever I want, and I'm okay with that. Really, I'm okay with that. Because it means that everyone can kind of coexist and not destroy each other. All right?
Oh, that aged well. That aged delightfully well. I love that one.
The owner of Kiwi Farms didn't get that. And that's why Kiwi Farms is in the shit it's in. People's lives ruined committing suicide because they can't live anymore because everything's been taken away from them from an online harassment community. So, no, not good riddance.
Phil speaks out against
Kiwi
suicide.
Farms does come back in some capacity, I would hope that people have learned from this and will fix it. Meaning, by all means, have it be a place where you ridicule people. Those have existed all over the internet over the years, right? But don't have it be unlimited power where anyone can do whatever they want and say whatever they want and fuck with people's lives.
Unlimited power.
My life has been fucked up in the last 5+ years of people messing with me constantly, trying to do fucked up things, and that site has.
Bro, can we just talk about how my layout used to be? Dude, what the fuck, dude? That shit is horrendous. I can't believe how many people watched this video. A 1,000 people watched this video. Holy shit. Wow. It's terrible. The layout. The layout is terrible. The clips are gold. The layout, terrible.
Has been a focal point of it, where people have gone and said, let's fuck with Phil. Let's go there and harass him and do fucked up things to him and make shit up and everyone will believe it because they're just dumb, gullible fuckheads. Sorry.
We've come a long way in 7 months.
Dumb, gullible fuckheads on Earth who will just believe anything because they want to believe it because they get enjoyment out of it. My life and my personal life in particular that I don't put forward publicly is not meant to be a source of entertainment for others to corrupt and toxify and ruin. It's not. I don't put forward every aspect of my life. You guys know that. There's things I keep private on purpose.
You still put too much forward, though.
Not people pulling shit to the forefront just because they can or because they get their
you
jollies
still
off
share
doing
too
it.
much.
There's got to be a realm of morality and
goes to
judgment.
Tractor Dave.
Not everything goes. You know, there's absolutely no limits to anything. That's insane. You will get the people who have no morality and will just do anything they can to hurt you. You can't just have it be free and open like that. You just can't.
No limit beggar.
It doesn't work. That's why we have a society with rules and laws and things to keep the nut jobs in check. You can't just let them run free. So anyway,
did you ever think that calling the nut jobs might like make shit worse for you? Don't you think they're gonna get angrier if you keep insulting them?
That being said, you know,
hey, shout out that being said,
they're
bro.
going for good either. So that's why you're not going to hear me sitting here celebrate and everything.
Shout
to be
out
honest, I'd rather just ignore all that shit anyway. But it's the people who go the extra mile. Oh, now because I'm a bunk content creator, I have nothing to make or to say or do. Don't think of any validity. I'm going to go to Kiwi Farms and just quote all their threads and make a whole video about it and do like a documentary style on it and say it's all real. And I get, tons of views on YouTube. I make money on it. It's like, wow, you want to prove that you're the bottom of the barrel existence as a human? That's the kind of shit you do. Like, you have absolutely no evidence that anything over there said
sounds
is
like
true.
a solid.
All you have is gotta trust me that this is real.
Sounds like a solid plan.
That this is real, even though the
solid content ideas.
Entire site is based on that kind of crazy conspiracy shit. You just believe it's all real, right? That kind of shit hurts me here on the site. When people search for DSP gaming and they get 10 conspiracies before they actually find my real channel. Right? That's nuts. And it's nuts that YouTube even allows.
That's also not true. I think last time I searched for DSP gaming, he was the second result. The first result was Secret Limited. But he was second, so you didn't even have to scroll, to see his channel when you search for it. He'll tell you otherwise, though. He'll tell you, search for DSP Gaming, you get 20 channels and are all conspiracies and trolls. And no. You're the second fucking result, dude. You're the second result.
And I think that's the next level.
Troll's still on top, though. Troll's on top.
Kiwi Farms has basically been told, you can't do this anymore, and they're not going to be around in the capacity they were in. Now it's time for YouTube to fucking step up and cut the shit.
Oh.
Be like, we don't want this kind of garbage content on our site either. No more of the defamatory shit that's not based on fact. Did this person outright do this thing in evidence.
Yeah,
right?
because YouTube is going to research
Is there
it
outright
and find out
that this has happened? Factual. No. Well, there's a possible thing that happened here if you believe this log that's over here, but it's not 100% corroborated. And then there's supposed to be a leak over here. Then there was a screenshot here. Then there was this here.
No, it's not like that.
That's conspiracy.
It's
that's
not.
It's
not
evidence.
like that.
It is evidence. That's what evidence
if
is.
If you were to go to a court of...
That's what evidence is. Correct, Ghost of Detractor Dave. Correct, my friend. That is what evidence is. Many different sources, pictures, leaks. You put it all together and it makes the big picture, baby. That's what evidence is. Yes. And we got plenty of it, Phil. It's all there in black and white. You can't deny it.
Screenshots are evidence,
you would be
Phil.
Laughed out of insanely, like people would
Phil.
break up laughing and crying, laughing in the courtroom.
That's why
it's nonsense. It's
that's why for Rant,
but people are so dumb they want to believe what they want to believe. See what I'm saying?
That's what digital
YouTube needs to stop
forensics.
Digital
that
forensics.
They just do.
Digital forensics.
They can't be like, listen, every defamatory video is okay. Everyone make money on it. What are you, nuts? It's just that they don't want to get involved because, lawsuits. That's the thing. If ever YouTube had a system to report that kind of shit like they did copyright, now the whole site would change.
Yeah,
Overnight,
you'd be striking them down.
Drama creators.
You'd be striking them down left and right, right, Phil?
Make quality content again. Oops, we can't because we're all bunk people. We have no fucking skill. No, you know what I mean? All the junk would go away.
You'd be striking them down left and right.
If only you had a way to strike them down, right? You would fucking do it in a heartbeat.
But the thing is, I don't think it's ever going to happen. I'll be honest. I've done this for 14 years. I really don't think the online harassment will ever stop. If anything, at least with Kiwi Farms out of commission in the way that it was, there's no more centralized place for the harassment to take place. Okay? I'm not happy that it's gone.
And guess what? They came right back. They came right back, Phil. This video is pointless.
I honestly wish that instead the owner would have learned like what he's doing is wrong.
They're just going to move somewhere else, Phil.
And it's too idealistic. It's too ignorant. It's too gullible. He's gullible to think that kind of an idealistic thing could work on the internet, and that people would not take advantage of it to hurt others.
How do you think the friggin' Pirate Bay fucking does
that being said, if it comes back in another capacity,
and the Pirate Bay,
hope that they learned their lesson.
The Pirate Bay
comes
still
back,
up.
right back to business as usual, harassing people and making people's lives miserable and trying to make them kill themselves.
Yeah. Okay.
But I guess we'll see. Anyway,
we'll see.
That's my take on it. I'm not against free speech, but I'm certainly against unlimited power to do whatever you want at the expense of everyone around you, which then
unlimited
causes
power
to have their lives ruined. I've definitely been a part of that experience. And
great.
Am I breathing a sigh of relief because Kiwi Farms is gone? No, I'm not. I'm not. The online harassment will continue. I'm not stupid. I'm not gullible. I'm not ignorant. I know it's always going to keep going and going and going. But the fact that the centralized place for those people to be is gone is a win. In reaction to that, essentially, I don't think the level of shit that's happened will continue to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be honest, the biggest thing that's been ongoing for like fucking 2 to 3 years has been the mobile game conspiracy bullshit. And the fact that there's no centralized place for them to continue to put out their junk,
your phone,
their bullshit, that's all fake.
We literally saw your phone.
Is a good thing.
We saw your phone, dude.
I don't think
you cannot even
YouTube
fucking
videos
play it
go
off
out of their
anymore.
way
So.
to try to find that information. They always went to Kiwi Farms and stole it from there and made videos based off of that. So now that that's gone, now you can focus on making fun of me again. Tell me that I'm a bad content creator. Tell me that I'm a bad person. I'm an e-beggar. Do all that shit. Focus on that, by all means. That's the shit I put out to you guys every...
Yeah, he doesn't want you to focus on the real shit. He doesn't want you to focus on the actual shit, dude. The actual shit. The cult leader shit. Right? He doesn't want you to focus on that shit. Forget about the addictions. Forget about the bank leaks. Forget about the DoorDash, Just call me an e-bagger. You would like that, wouldn't you, Phil? You would really like that.
Every single day publicly on the internet.
He just admitted he's an e-bagger.
I'm not immune to that level of criticism. I'm not. Go for it.
He said he puts out that he's an e-bagger.
That's always been my opinion.
He just admitted he's an e-bagger. What the fuck?
So now that that's done, and I've said my piece, don't ask me about Kiwi Farms again, because I don't give a fuck, all right? If people say, hey,
you just
so
ranted for 20 minutes
being shut down, I'm going to say, check out the Level 1 podcast from the other day.
All right.
I talked about it at length. You can get my opinion on it there, And that's all I have to say about it. There you go.
Thanks, Phil. Thanks.
Okay.
Hope everybody has a great day. Peace.
How you feel? Funny to mess around with Phil Burnell, right? Oh, it's real funny to do these horrible things to him because it's just a joke. No, it's not a joke. It's my life.
Not Phil Burnell, Shill Burnell.
Shill Burnell.
The reason we do it is because Phil begs. Wrong. The reason they do it is because they want to see me suffer.
That's right.
Why does Tractor say you're a pig roach? You don't look like a pig or a roach. I don't know. I don't know what that means. That's one of their memes. I don't actually know what it means at all. Piggy Smalls took me $1. Says, own the premium like others. Pigs rise up. Oh my god, here we go again. Another stupid meme. Another stupid meme that means nothing.